Welcome. You're here. I'm so proud of you for making a big step and a big commitment to yourself and your dream. You and I are here for the exact same reason. It's because we were born to do music. It's in our blood. It's part of our calling in life, and we're not going to feel great about ourselves unless we're doing what we were born to do. We don't want to have those regrets. We don't want to look back in our life and say, I wish I had followed that and I never did because of all these reasons and stumbling blocks. Today you're here and it's a huge commitment, and it means that you are going to progress and you are going to achieve some of your goals because you've made that commitment. And so I'm really proud of you, and I just want to welcome you, and I hope we can get to know each other and the other people that you're going to meet that are in this course alongside with you and in the Facebook group. It's going to be an amazing experience, and I think you're really going to be blown away by what you learn and how when we put systems in place, a huge overwhelming mountain of what seems it's going to be so hard to accomplish, and when you just break it into bite-sized pieces, suddenly it's actually very doable, very easy to attain, as long as you just persevere and stay the course. But that's why we have our support group, and that's why I'm here for you, and we're going through this together. Because man, had I had that when I was first starting out, I'd be way further than I am even now, and it really would have made my life so much easier, would have saved me so much time and money and energy and pain had I known then what I know now. And so I'm here to help save you all those things by sharing what I love and sharing the knowledge I've accumulated, because I'm passionate about music. I'm passionate about artists in the new music industry, this whole internet and the leverage that we have, and that we can utilize that. And I'm also passionate about entrepreneurship and business, and I love how right now they're all kind of fused together, and that if we are going to be successful, we also have to know a little bit about how to leverage business and the internet to our advantage, and how it provides the greatest opportunity in the history of music. So I'm passionate about all those things, and I can't help but just want to teach it to everybody because I'm so excited about it, and that I could even do this. I can't believe that I've been able to do any of the things I've been able to do in my music career from home as a stay-at-home mom of 5 kids. Who does that? Who is going to listen to a mom with all these kids who put out a record, right? And so that really makes me feel excited, because I'm like, dang, if I could do that, then everybody can do it. So I get excited about it, and I put this course together so that other people who are in the same boat, or maybe they're even further than I am, but they just want to go about it more strategically. This is for everybody. It doesn't really matter where you're at. I think we can all benefit together. And the best part too is that there's no such thing as real competition. You can never have too much good music today. The more good music there is, the better the world is the way I see it. So we're all in this together. We're here to support one another. I want you to take advantage of the Facebook group. You need to do that. You need to go there if you haven't yet, and we'll make sure that you get in there. And I want you to post there. I want you to share your music, where you're at in your project, and ask for feedback. So, because that is going to be the most valuable extra thing that you could be doing outside of the work that I provided in this course. So I'm so excited to have you here, and I just want you to be aware too that no matter where you're at, if you're at the very beginning or you are further down the road in your music career, we are going to go back to the basics for a second, and we are going to start at the foundation. We're going to build a really solid foundation, and it involves who you are as a person and as an artist, and how that translates into your music and how it sets you apart, what makes you different. And we're going to start at that foundation. When you have a really solid foundation, we're going to build on that all the way to when you launch your music, whether it's your first CD ever or it's your next project. And then beyond that into post-launch, and what do you do? And can you build a buzz? What if I already put out my CD and it just kind of flopped or didn't really do anything? Can I do anything after the fact? Yes, you definitely can. But then there are some things that we can do long before we ever launch it. And I'm just so excited about all the strategies that we have. But I want you to be aware that we're going to go back to the basics. And when we set our foundation up right, it's going to drastically change our outcome. And so I want you to be prepared for that. It's going to be some work. It's going to involve some deep thinking, some introspection of who you are and your music, and what inspires you and what sets you apart and makes you different. And that's just all part of the refining process as artists, and it's a normal thing. And you might even change a few things that you didn't realize you were going to change. And don't be afraid of that. Just let it morph. Your art might even, maybe you thought you were in one genre and you end up in a different one. That's totally fine. And whatever happens, just go with it and know that you're doing the absolute best thing that you could be doing, and that is learning to create your art and then releasing it into the world, because that's the other part of it. Being a creator of music is one thing, but that's only part of the experience. It also has to be listened to and heard, and that's the other part of being a musician. Is music is meant to be heard. If we just create music and it stays in our basement or it stays on our computer, that's not completely fulfilling our calling. We need to put it out there. It needs to be sent out into the universe, into the internet, and people need to hear it. And then that's when people's lives change. It becomes their song, a defining moment in their lives. And so you just don't know the power of your music until you have the right strategy to get it out there properly. And of course, in the midst of doing all this, we're going to talk about how to make a passive income from it. There are ways you can make income from your music in a live sense and from gigging and touring. And there's many great books out there on all the different things you can do. We're going to focus primarily on the internet and what you can do online and what you can do to make your music work for you even while you're sleeping, so that you're getting a paycheck every single week and it's paying your rent. That's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to be able to say, I'm a musician for a living and it pays my bills and then some. Like, how amazing would that be? So I just wanted to say again, welcome, and I'm so excited to have you, and I'm glad you're here, and I can't wait to get started. And let's start with lesson number 1.